Hello tool groupies, welcome to the Backwoods Mechanic channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like tool reviews, because when this channel reaches 1,101 subscribers, we'll randomly be giving away some tools to one person. You might be that person. All you got to do is hit subscribe. Today we are doing a product review on a Pittsburgh name brand, which you can pick up at HarborFreight. These are wrenches, and they are what people refer to as obstruction wrenches, or the S-Style wrenches, because they have a body shape of an S. As you can see right here, this is a Pittsburgh 5-piece S-type wrench set made from heat-treated chrome vanadium steel construction. It is item number 99699 that you can get from HarborFreight. All the specs and links will be in the description box below. Of course, this does have a lifetime warranty on it, so if you ever have any problems with these products, if they break, if the chrome starts peeling off of them, things of that nature, you can take the product back to HarborFreight. They will warranty it out, honor their name brand. Now, this particular set is a metric set. You get 10 and 11, 12 and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 millimeter. Doesn't skip anything in between, which is a really good thing, because a lot of people like having complete sets without anything skipping. And it is a double boxed in 12-point design, so it does have the 12 points to help you out in tight situations. Now, this being a metric set, you will most of the time use them on automotive work. If you work on heavy duty machinery, things of that nature, you might want to get the standard set. You might want to get a little bit better quality set. You can check out the description box below. I have got a set of these in Sunix name brand. They are really well made products, really nice products for the price. You can check that out in the description box below. Now, these come in this handy dandy little set right here. They will run you right around $15, which is not entirely too bad, because other name brands are going to cost you about $28 to $50, depending on the name brand that you're going to get. The higher quality you get, the more expensive it is you're going to pay for. However, this is one of those things, it's what I refer to as a specialty wrench, because it's not something that you're going to go to. It's not going to be that go-to wrench that you're going to use all the time. It's going to be a special wrench you use on special occasions. For obstructions, if something is in your way, you got to think about this. Do I go out here? Do I buy these pass-through socket sets? Do I buy the ratchet wrenches, the flex head ratchet wrenches, the flex head socket sets, the flex head ratchets? You got all this stuff. Or you got to say, do I take apart 15 different things to get this one thing off because there's an obstruction in my way? Or you could simply go around that obstruction to get the fastener off by using one of these S-style wrenches right here to get the job done, make your life easier. And if you don't use these all the time, it's a pretty safe bet that you can, go ahead and invest in a set of these, especially if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you're a weekend warrior, the average everyday Joe, the junkyard dog. You go out here, you work, you beat, you bang on things. You're somebody who does general maintenance, general industrial repair maintenance, something of that nature. These will work perfectly fine for what you need them for. If there's a beginner out here, somebody who is a tool guru, somebody who's a tool junkie, an addict, somebody who's learning, a beginner, make a great gift set for the mechanic out there, because these are one of those wrenches that you will need from time to time. It will make your life easier, it will get the job done faster, and it's a great beginner set. Now, of course, you can always get this set and work your way forward. If you end up finding yourself in a position where you use these all the time, as in you're in a professional shop all the time, you're in an independent shop, you do a whole lot of industrial repairs, you work on a whole lot of stuff, you might want to go ahead and invest in a better name brand, such as the Sunix brand, the Snap-on, something like that. It's all up to you and what you can afford. But for the average everyday person and for general purpose stuff, the Pittsburgh name brand might be right up your alley, especially for the price of $15 and the fact that it gives you the lifetime warranty and it does everything you'll need it to do. Now, if you flip the case over, of course, it will tell you that's made by HarborFreight Tools, and it is made in India. A lot of good quality tools are coming from India. They're better than China, but they're not as good as what Taiwan is. I do have a set of Powercraft, I believe it is, that I've had for probably about 20 years. And those Powercraft have been made in India, and I've used the hell out of them. I honestly went down to Royal King a while back, and I bought some that was made in India from their Tool Shed name brand. A lot of the stuff by the Wilmer Corporation has their stuff made in India. And quite frankly, I beat the hell out of their products, and they work perfectly fine. They do everything that they are supposed to do, and I use a lot of them as my banger wrenches, which is what I bang the hell out of. I use them for industrial work, for automotive work, boat repair work. I work on a little bit of everything with those wrenches. That way I save my good wrenches for actual stuff that I need them for. Now the banger wrenches, they hold up really well. So as far as the quality of the steel goes, it's probably some pretty good heavy duty durable stuff considering everything. Now the rest of it, all the chrome plating and stuff, is not going to be quite as good, but it will do the job that you need it to do. Anyhow, let's get started with the review here. As you can see, it does come in these little cases. It does have the little hanger right here, so you can pick this up, you can pack it around, you can walk around with it, or you can just pop it off right off the back. Of course, it pulls right out of here because it's a cheap little case, and these are designed to lock, so it will lock into place if you want to keep it in your toolbox that way, or you can simply unlock it and you can pop it off here and pull that out. You can set it in your toolbox this way. And of course, if you don't want it to have a wrench organizer at all, you can always throw this thing away and just lay them in your toolbox. That's all personal preference. The point is, you know, it's got all these extra little perks about this particular set. Now we will pull the first one off here to look at it. This will be our 11 and 10 millimeter. And as you may notice, if the video picks it up here, there is scuffs and scratches right here. There is dings right here. There is bad forging right there. I mean, that has got a bunch of pits, little pits inside of it where it was not smoothed out really good before they chrome plated it and stamped it. And honestly, you can see little flecks of the chrome already coming off where somebody has dropped this in the store or returned it or beat it around a little bit. So it does have imperfections on it, but for the price of $15, it's something that you can pretty well expect. But if I'm going to use these, I'm probably going to beat the hell out of them anyhow. But for the price, I can live with that because they're going to do what I need them to do. And if I find myself using these on a more full-time basis, well, I can always get a better name brand. I picked this particular setup as one of those things where I can throw them in my truck because I do mobile repairs. People call me up all the time to come to them and fix things on the spot. And you know, this is one of those sets I decided I'm going to put in my truck for traveling, and I've got a better set that I'll put in my garage for when I work out of my garage. But this set's going to be for that particular purpose, and it's going to do what I need it to do. And we will go to the biggest one here, and it is the 18 and 19 millimeter. As you can see, it is the S-Style body shape obstruction wrench. It is a nice long body, and it is thick, but you might be able to make out here, it looks like somebody's took a hammer and beat on this, and they didn't beat it out smooth. They just kind of beat on it, beat on it, beat on it to kind of get it a little bit flat. And you can tell in behind the chrome, and you can feel in behind the chrome that it's not that smooth and not that perfect. Otherwise, it's got the identification on each side of it, and of course the Pittsburg name brand right here in the middle, and then the identification on each side, and chrome vanadium right here. All of that is stamped into the actual metal itself, into the steel. And of course, it does have the dual 12-point boxed in designs, and all of those should match up just about right. About everything does whenever they make the 12-point design on these. And what's going to matter is how thick the head is. And you know, everything seems to be good right through here. The head is fairly thick for these actual wrenches, so it probably will hold up under a lot of torque pressure, and these probably will last for quite a while. As I said, they do remind me of the Powercraft set that I've got, the older Powercraft set, and they have worked perfectly fine for many years. Those two did not have the best perfection in the world, but they do get the job done, especially in a pinch. Now, given that I don't use these all the time, this is going to hold up just fine for what I need it for. If it don't, I will update you on a tool review. All you got to do is ring the bell, subscribe, follow, comment, share, all that good stuff in between to keep up with these products and much more. But now, as far as these products all doing the job that they were intended to do, regardless what they look like, they will do the job. You know, I'm somebody, if somebody gives me a brand new car, it looks perfect on the outside, but the engine's blew up, it ain't no good. But if I've got a car that's beat all to hell and it runs great and it does the job I need it to do, then I am happy. So we will pull this one off here, as you see, for the obstruction wrench side of it. Anytime you're in a spot where you need to get to something and you don't want to take apart half the car to do it, these obstruction wrenches might just reach around what you need them to lock onto something that a traditional ratchet or a traditional ratchet wrench would not do. These reach around corners to lock onto the fasteners that you might be needing to work on. As you can see, like so, back and forth, and it will reach onto what you need it to. Now, as far as the size, it does hold up good. They do fit nice and tight as intended, right around the edges of the fastener here. 12-point design, so it gives you some options. You won't have to turn it as far to get a bite onto the edge of the fastener, but it will do what you need it to do. You got obstructions in your way, regardless of whatever it is that you might be working on, they go around those obstructions. And that's what these actual wrenches are designed for. So, the Pittsburgh name brand, HarborFreight name brand, it's one of those things everybody knows it's out here. And this is one of those products that would be worth getting for the simple fact you don't use them all the time. They're a good price compared to all the competitors, and they will do the job that you need them to do up until the point that you can afford or want to upgrade to a bigger, better name brand. So if you want to see more product reviews, I tell you what, check out the description box below, and I will put some of those made in India products down there, and I will put the Sunex version of these, the standard sets, down in the description box below, so you can go check those out for yourself. Comment, let me know what you think, and until next time, let's continue making repairs great again.